Harry Kunzru in the New York Books has written an article captioned "Fool Britannia." From the ill-conceived Brexit referendum onward, Britain's governing class has embarrassed itself. The Remain campaign was complacent, the Leave campaign brazenly mendacious, and as soon as the result was known, most of the loudest advocates for severing ties with the European Union ran away like naughty schoolboys whose cricket ball had smashed a greenhouse window. Referencing Boris Johnson, obviously, who vanished on the occasion of the result being announced. The Prime Minister has engineered her own humiliation by starting the countdown to Brexit without a plan that could command wide support, resulting in the heaviest parliamentary defeat in history. Britain is a country under self-inflicted stress, gripped by fear of the unknown. Remainers and Leavers, two tribes that have taken on the mythic stature of Roundheads and Cavaliers in a Second World Civil War, are clinging together like drowning swimmers, each side convinced that the other is provoking an epochal disaster, neither side understanding why the other won't submit to its version of reason and allow itself to be guided back to the surface. As the deadline approaches and the clock runs down towards the no-deal outcome that was supposed to be unthinkable, the divided nation faces what is, by any standards, a major political crisis. On December 16th, the former Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab tweeted, "Remainers believe UK prosperity depends on its location. Brexiteers believe UK prosperity depends on its character." Faith in Brexit does indeed seem to correlate with belief in the existence of national character, an innate and invariant set of shared qualities that apparently includes an aptitude for governance. Britons, as Rule Britannia triumphantly puts it, never, never, never shall be slaves. The underside of nostalgia for an imperial past is a horror of finding the tables turned. For the more unhinged Brexiteers, leaving the EU takes on the character of a victorious army coming home with its spoils. In December 2017, Edward Lee, a rosy-faced Tory backbencher, suggested in the House of Commons that an important negotiating point should be that the British take back control of our fair share of the EU's art and wine and not leave it for Mr. Juncker to enjoy. And it's a tremendous essay. Let me finish with one last paragraph. One who contemplates his own affliction as undeserved necessarily contemplates his own merit. There is an idea of much withheld and a feeling of implied superiority to those who withhold it. The other prong is historical. Starting from the sheer exhilaration of being English for a young white privileged man during and after the war, O'Toole tells the familiar story of an imperial decline that has gradually ratcheted up the tension between this deep sense of grievance and a high sense of superiority. So it's an interesting essay, well worth reading. And it's still unclear as to how we are set to proceed from here.